Sesshomaru. As I recall, you used to despise humans, did you not? And yet here you are with 2 human children in your company. Perhaps you intend to eat them.
Tenseiga can be used to open a path to the underworld. Father must have told you about it at some point.
Oh, your father never spoke of it. He simply gave me this Mado stone.
A Mado stone?
He told me to use it if you should ever come to me for advice. Oh, and he mentioned something else as well. As I recall, he said that using the Mado stone would place you in great danger, but he told me not to be worried or sad about that.
She seems to be really good at not worrying.
This explains a lot. Like mother, like son.
Whatever shall I do? Your mother is terribly distressed.
Your words are hollow as always.
Very well, then. I shall have you entertain me.
Mado-san Getsuha!
So this is Sesshomaru's Mado. It's nowhere near a complete circle.
What? You mean Lord Sesshomaru's sword can't cut through it?
It's a hound from the underworld. At present, Sesshomaru, it would appear that your sword can neither do any real harm nor any good. Wait, Sesshomaru! You intend to take the path to the underworld. For what? To save 2 human children? You have never been prone to such foolishness.
Nor am I prone to it now, Mother.
Lord Sesshomaru, please come back!
The tragedy here is that none can return alive after the path has closed. Oh, I tried to tell him, but he just would not listen.
You wait until now to mention this little piece of information?
There it is. A path leading straight to the underworld.
I can understand that his father might have wanted to test him, but this is just cruel!
Stop crying, it's irritating.
What will happen to him? What will happen to Lord Sesshomaru?
Sacrifices are an inevitable part of mastering the art of the sword.
Minions of the netherworld. Mindless creatures. Healing Tenseiga!
Minions of the netherworld and the Mado Hound are all demons of the underworld. He used healing Tenseiga to cut them down.
He did? But why would Lord Sesshomaru use healing powers? I only ever seen him do that once before, and it was to bring Rin back to life.
Little demon.
Huh? You mean me? My name is Jockin.
What is the relationship between the human girl and Sesshomaru?
Her relationship to him, you say? Well, based on what I've seen, one might say that he tends to favor Rin over me, despite my long years of loyal service.
The human girl will die.
Huh?
Lord Sesshomaru.
It appears that you're able to move. I suppose that's the power of the Shigong Jewel Shard.
The path.
Take Rin and run away.
Okay.
What lies ahead? Is there something at the other end of this path that can help me to perfect the Mado-san Getsuha?
My lady, what will he find when he reaches the underworld?
I don't know. In truth, I don't wish to know. Once he steps into the darkness of the underworld, he will be finished. Despite his powers, not even Sesshomaru will be able to return, much less those 2 human children. Sadly, there is no turning back on the path to the underworld.
Hey, Rin. Lord Sesshomaru. It's Rin. I don't think she's breathing.
Sesshomaru, the darkness of the underworld is right in front of you.
You're sure Rin is dead?
She isn't breathing, and I can feel her body getting colder and colder.
Very well, set her down. What is the meaning of netherworld.
You cannot save her if there are no minions of the netherworld for you to kill.
Does that mean Rin will die?
The human girl will have to die.
It can't be.
Although, in theory, she could be revived if Tenseiga was used to cut down the Guardian of the Underworld.
So there is hope for her yet?
However, in actual fact, that would never happen. The Guardian exists beyond the darkness of the Underworld, and no one has ever returned from the darkness. The girl's time has come. She cannot be saved.
Why, Tenseiga? Answer me!
Please forgive me, Lord Sesshomaru. I was supposed to keep her safe.
I never should have brought her with me. When I summoned Rin back from the netherworld after she was killed by wolves, I should have left her in a human village.
The darkness! Lord Sesshomaru, Rin's been taken!
So he went into the darkness.
Lord Sesshomaru is my reason for living. I'd be lost without him.
Little demon,
It's Jocket, my lady.
I am not a heartless monster. It would sadden me as well if my son were to lose his life while training with his sword. I intend to open a path for him.
You do? I expected no less, my lady.
A way out!
Please come out, Sesshomaru. If you continue towards me, you will be able to exit the underworld. However, this path I've opened will soon close, and once it does, you will never be able to return to this world.
Kohaku, take this path while it is open.
What? A path is forming.
It's been set.
Lord Sesshomaru, wait for me!
So what will happen to him now?
That fool is no concern of mine. He had his chance.
What?
Ignoring his mother's kind gesture, what a spiteful child he is.
I smell death.
It's Rin!
I suppose that must be the Guardian of the Underworld. That's the last time. I won't have you causing me any unnecessary trouble, you understand?
Yes. I can't let my guard down. If I relax for a second, I'll be swept away. A mountain of corpses?
I'm coming for you, Rin.
Oh, he did it!
Please, Rin. You're safe now. Wake up.
That's odd. The Guardian of the Underworld has been cut down, and yet she remains lifeless. Little demon,
It's Jocket, as I've told you, but you've no intention of remembering my name.
tell me, is it possible the human girl has been revived by Tenseiga once before?
She has. Why do you ask, my lady?
Then she cannot be brought back to life.
She cannot be saved.
Is she okay, Lord Sesshomaru?
I cannot save her. Tenseiga, I let her die. For something like this. Nothing I could have gained was worth losing her. Nothing at all.
Tenseiga's glowing. what's happening to them. They want help. It's like they're pleading with Tenseiga.
You all wish to be saved. Is that it?
The corpses of the underworld are all being purified.
Meidozon Gatsuha!
Huh? He's opened another path to the underworld, and it is so much bigger than it was before. Oh, Lord Sesshomaru!
So you've returned. What's wrong, Sesshomaru? You look so sad. Tenseiga has matured considerably, and your Meido has expanded just as you'd hoped. Isn't that cause for celebration?
Did you know this would happen to Rin? Did you, Mother?
If I'm not mistaken, you have already used Tenseiga to revive her once, have you not? Son, Tenseiga can only call a person back from the dead once. It only makes sense. Life is not supposed to be limitless, after all. It's not something that can be renewed over and over again for your own convenience. Sesshomaru, had you come to believe that you were a god, perhaps? That you did not need to fear death as long as Tenseiga was in your hands? You needed to learn two things. The desire to save the life of a loved one taken by death, and the sorrow and fear which accompanies that loss.
Sorrow and fear.
Your father wanted me to tell you this. Tenseiga is a sword for healing. Only a person who values life and possesses a compassionate heart may wield such a weapon and use its power to bury their enemies. That is the requirement of any who wish to be worthy of Tenseiga, a sword that can save lives and condemn others.
So Rin had to die in order for Lord Sesshomaru to learn about compassion?
Little demon, why are you crying?
The name's Jock, my lady. It's just that Lord Sesshomaru, by his very nature, will never shed tears, so I must cry instead.
Is that how you feel, Sesshomaru? This is her last chance. You understand?
What is that?
It's the little girl's life which was left behind in the underworld.
Rin!
You're back!
Lord Sesshomaru, you're here.
You're okay now, Rin.
I am.
Excuse me, my good lady. Please allow me to thank you on Lord Sesshomaru's behalf.
Is Sesshomaru happy that I've brought her back?
Very happy, I presume.
All this fuss over a little human girl. He's inherited one of his father's more unusual traits.
I'll follow them. If anyone can destroy Naraku, it's Lord Sesshomaru. I'm sure of it.
Child, I have a question for you. How was it you were able to survive the underworld? As far as I knew, that was only possible for demons, never for humans.
It's because my life is sustained by a Shikon jewel shard.
I see. Then you best remember this. Your life cannot be saved by Tenseiga. Just as the girl was beyond its reach, so too are you.
Thank you. I will remember that. Kikyo said that?
Protect the last shard. Protect Kaku's light. This is something only you can do now.
Protect his light? What is that supposed to mean?